Well, I have 2 words for Edmonton's residential real estate market update for this last month. 1, it's been strange. And 2, I'd have to say I'm quite baffled by what's happening. Stay tuned and I'm going to tell you why. Okay, so there's no denying it. The Edmonton residential real estate market update during this pandemic has been quite the roller coaster. We've made it through 6 months of the pandemic, that's half a year, and things are so strange. Depending on who you are, you're either gonna feel like it's a strong buyer's market, you're gonna feel like it's a strong seller's market, or pretty balanced, but it's really not one thing, this market. So in this video, I'm going to take you through the numbers, explain them, and give you my opinion on them. But before we get started, go ahead and click that subscribe button and that little bell so you don't miss out on videos I post weekly. So on the data presented in these charts, the blue color represents 2020 and the gray color will represent 2019. And as always, we're going to look at the 4 main categories: volume of sales, median sold price, sold to list ratio, and the median days on market for both the single family and condo segments. So first up, let's talk about volume of sales. Starting with single family homes. Year over year, sales volume has increased by 27%. In 2019, there was 713 sales, and in 2020, there was 908, whereas the month-over-month sales volume decreased by 2.6%, from 932 sales in August to 908 sales in September. And remember, my data isn't quite the full month. It's always looking at the 15th to the 15th of each month. So when I reference August, that would be July 15th to August 15th, and September would be August 15th to September 15th. I'm not too concerned with sales volume dropping from August to September, as it normally does as we head into the fall and winter. But what I'd like to point out is the decrease of 2.6% from August to September this year was pretty minor when we compare it to last year's drop between August and September, which saw a drop of 17%. Moving on to condo sales volume. Sales volume decreased by 13.4% from 328 in 2019 to 284 in 2020. The month-over-month sales also decreased by 21% from August volume of 358 to September's volume of 284. And as I said, even though it's normal to see a drop between August and September, a 21% decrease in sales volume is pretty significant when we compare it to what happened between August and September in 2019, which only saw a drop of 11%. Sales volume is important as a function of supply and demand. With listing volume being almost half to what it was last year, I did expect for the demand, which is the sales volume for single family homes and condos, to increase. Single family homes did, but condos didn't do so well. And when thinking in terms of supply and demand, when we see demand increase and supply drop, we would normally see price increases. But have we? Let's move on to sold prices. Median sold prices for single family homes. Median sold prices for single family homes, they have decreased slightly by 1.1% year over year and month over month. Both last month and in 2019, the median sold price was $385,000. Whereas in September 2020, the median sold price was $380,750. So to recap, we saw a 21% increase in demand and a 1.1% decrease in median sold prices. This is what baffles me. Supply is way down, demand seems to be up, yet prices drop? Or basically flat? This tells me that buyers are being very cautious. So sellers, even with low supply, you still need to price competitively. Now is still not the time to test the market with pricing. Now, if you think those stats are crazy, Let me show you the condo median sold prices. The median sold price for condos increased by 15% from $200,000 in 2019 to $230,000 in 2020. These sold prices also increased from August to September by 17%, from $196,250 to $230,000. So to recap, we saw a pretty significant decrease in demand year over year and month over month for condos, yet prices go up? That's me baffled times 2. The only explanation I have is that we need to look deeper into condo categories and what's driving the increase. I would bet dollars to donuts that it isn't apartment style condos that are driving the increase. It's likely townhouses. You know what? I actually need to know. So I'm gonna pull that stuff. Okay, I'm back. And this is what I found. Median sold prices for townhouses did increase, and median sold prices for apartment style condos have decreased. In addition to that, sales volume was significantly up for townhouses and significantly down for apartment style condos. This would drive up the averages. Moving on to sold to list ratio. For single family homes, we're up from 96% in 2019 to 97% in 2020. We're pretty flat month over month, with August sold to list ratio being 97.5%, a tiny increase in September to 97.7%. Pretty similar story with condos for sold to list ratio. The sold to list ratio increased from 95.3% in 2019 to 96.2% in 2020. The month over month sold to list ratio increased from 94.6% up to 96.2%. So how fast are things selling anyway? Well, the median days on market will tell us that. Single family homes are selling quite a bit faster than last year. The median days on market dropped from 41 in 2019 to 30 in 2020. There's also a small decrease when you look month over month. In August, we're at 32 days on market, and in September, 30. The condos median days on market is also down from 51 days in 2019 to 47 days in 2020. Small, tiny increase, pretty much flat month over month. We went from 46 days in August to 47 days in September. No one really has a crystal ball as what's gonna happen. Best we can do is keep our finger on the pulse and keep watching the numbers and see what's happening. It's very interesting right now that we have low supply and pretty high demand, with prices basically stabilizing. If the supply doesn't drastically increase and we can maintain demand, I wouldn't be surprised to see prices starting to go up. The condo market looks a little wonky because I've combined the townhouses with the apartment styles. Maybe going forward, because those two segments seemingly are quite different and skewing the number a bit, I might split them out for future market updates. If you're looking to sell, go ahead and check out my video on the 5 things you should do to sell quickly and for the best price. And if you're a buyer moving to Edmonton, go ahead and check out my Moving to Edmonton series. There's a ton of information to help you get to know the city better and the different communities. As always, if you found this video to be helpful, go ahead and click that like button and share this video with your friends. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.